fuck, I'm up before the sun. Coffee in my cup, charts loading one by one. Ain't no time to waste, got my system down. Trading's what I do, about to get this crown. Screens all lit up, candles red and green. This my morning shit, know just what I mean. Sipping slow and steady, while I check the trends. Mad focus now, this is how my day begins. Charts and coffee got me in my groove. This my daily move, yeah, I got something to prove. Charts and coffee got me feeling smooth. This my daily truth, yeah, I know just what to do. Fuck the formal trading, that ain't how I roll. Take my time analyzing, that's how I get gold. Coffee getting cold, but I'm locked right in. Watching patterns form, know just where to begin. This ain't rocket science, just my daily grind. Same shit, different day, but I'm doing fine. Got my setup perfect, got my mind just right. About to make these moves, gonna do this shit all night. Yeah. Sipping and trading, trading and sipping. Got my momentum, ain't no way I'm slipping. And patterns, patterns and flows. This is my rhythm, everybody knows. Charts and coffee got me in my groove. This my daily move, yeah, I got something to prove. Charts and coffee got me feeling smooth. This my daily truth, yeah, I know just what to do. Money moves, daily this should feel from home. I can get cold, but I'm still in the zone. Making money move, yeah, this shit feels like home. Got plans, rising from the cup and waiting. Soft jazz piano loop begins. Fuck sleep, I got my morning mapped, while these other bitches still trapped in the naps. Quiet house, screens lit up bright. My setup perfect, everything's right. First sip hits, mind gets clear. Another day to fucking dominate here. Watch the numbers dance and slide, while my coffee keeps me certified. Charts and coffee started right, yeah. Focus tight, mind in flight, mind in flight. Charts and coffee make it flow, yeah. That's the rhythm that I know. Second cup, now I'm in the zone. All these patterns speaking in code. They don't know about this morning grind, being sharp when others fall behind. Fuck that FOMO, I stay composed. Years of practice, that's how it goes. Every move calculated clean. This ain't luck, you know what I mean. Early bird gets the fucking win. That's why I'm here where I've always been. Discipline hits different when it's dark. That's what sets the real one me. Early bird gets the fucking win. That's why I'm here where I've always been. Discipline hits different when it's dark. That's what sets the real ones apart. Their cup's cold, but I don't care. These indicators showing me where to place it perfect, time is sweet, while amateurs still catch disease. This game ain't for the weak or slow. Gotta be ready when it's time to go. Morning ritual got me trained. Others sleep while I maintain. Charts and coffee one more time, yeah. This rhythm's yours and this rhythm's mine, this rhythm's mine. a different kind of peace. While the world's still quiet, I find my release. Just me and these numbers dancing slow, building patterns in my mind as I go. Something special about this morning air, way before the day is time to care. And I keep asking myself as the minutes tick by, and I keep wondering why every morning feels so right. What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing, leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing as these thoughts align? You asked me once why I rise before the sun. Said I'm chasing something that can't be outrun. It's not about the money or the gain, it's about finding clarity when things ain't the same. Each morning ritual brings me closer to truth. Like watching steam rise, I'm finding proof that patience builds more than just a perfect cup. It's teaching me when to hold, when to give up. And I keep asking myself as the minutes tick by, every morning feels so right. What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing, leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing as these thoughts align? Sometimes I wish you could see this morning meditation with me, where everything makes sense before the world gets intense. What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing, leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing as these thoughts align? What's brewing me?
First light hits my screen, I'm in my element. Fresh brew by my side, mind is confident. Reading these patterns like sheet music, feel the flow. Each candlestick painting stories as they go. Morning meditation with my market view. Catching waves of data, riding them with you. Some see just numbers, I hear the melody. Each trend line speaking rhythmically to me. Time signatures changing, support levels hold. Breaking down resistance as the day unfolds.
Charts and coffee, that's my harmony. Finding rhythms where others just see. Random moves and noise, but baby, can't you see? These patterns move like jazz, just trust in me. Moving like jazz, just trust in me.
Second cup hitting different minds, eye clear. Watch these price points dance, appear and reappear like a jazz musician. Reading between the lines, finding sweet spots where opportunity shines. Keep it cool and steady, no need to rush. Let the market breathe, feel that morning hush. Been studying patterns since you've been sleeping. Watching lines form art while knowledge I'm reaping. Strategy tight like a bebop groove. Calculated steps on when to make my move. Speed picks up, more intense delivery. Quick shifts come in tempo, changing fast. Gotta stay composed, make these moments last. Reading signals, catching every beat. Market symphony playing just for me. Mind state elevated, focus clean. This ain't just trading, this is art you're seeing. Charts and coffee, it has my harmony. Finding rhythms where others just see. Random moves and noise, but baby, can't you see? These patterns move like jazz, just trust in me. Moving like jazz, just trust in me. Want a ritual complete. Left my mark on these streets of green and red, but the rhythm stays in my head.
Morning comes, I think of you first. Chart lines dance while my coffee bursts. Been at this game since day one, teaching me patience like you always done. Charts and coffee, that's our way, that's how we start the day. Got my screens lit, what you gonna say? Watch how the patterns play. Numbers flow like the brew in my cup. Some days down, but we keep looking up. You showed me how to read these signs. Now every morning feels like yours and mine. Remember what you taught me about staying cool. When markets get wild, I follow your rules. Charts and coffee, that's our way, that's how we start the day. Got my screens lit, what you gonna say? Watch how the patterns play. Just you, me, and these morning routines. Building something real, building something real, know what I mean? I watch you rushing in the morning, trying to catch every move. But let me share something with you that'll help improve your groove. See, you're like fresh beans waiting to release what's locked inside. But patience makes the difference between success and a wild ride. Take it slow, watch it form, just like steam rising up warm. Let it brew, just like your morning cup. Just like your morning cup. Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up. Don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. You check your screens at sunrise, numbers dancing everywhere. But trading's like my coffee method, it needs time and tender care. Temperature's important, just like timing in the trade. Too hot and you'll get burned quick, too cold opportunities fade. Take it slow, watch it form, just like steam rising up warm. Let it brew, just like your morning cup. Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. I've seen too many burn out, trying to catch every wave, but the ones who last the longest know just when to stay away. So here's my morning lesson as I pour this cup for you. The market gives its gifts to those who know just what to do. Like coffee needs its moments for the flavors to extract. Your trades need proper timing before you plan to act. Let it brew, just like your morning cup. Just like your morning cup. Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up. Don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. Just up before the rest of the block now, just me and my laptop. Tick-tock, haven't even brushed my teeth yet, but these charts ain't gonna read themselves, I bet. Watch the steam rise, study every line. Same way I read these charts all the time. Coffee in my system, mind getting clear. That's how we make these moves round here. That's how we do. Red candles flash on my screen while I'm sipping something mean. Used to play it fast and lose, now wait for confirmation. That's the truth. Got a system, got a plan, we're trading like a rookie. Understand, numbers dancing, let's stay cool, cause panic selling's for a fool. Some days green, some days red, gotta keep a level head. Deep breath in, let it flow. This ain't no casino, yo. This is chestnut checkers, fam. Gotta think before you slam. Markets opening in 5. Feel my focus come alive. Charts tell stories if you know how to read between the highs and lows. Been at this since way back when. Now I'm teaching you, my friend. This ain't luck, this ain't chance. This is morning market dance. Watch the steam rise, study every line. Every single morning, we do this right. Coffee in my system, mind getting clear. It's the only way we move from here. morning light creeps through my window pane. Before the world wakes, I'm in my domain. Steam rising slow like thoughts in my brain. Watching lines that move like waves of grain. Every morning's got its own sweet flow. Some days fast, but mostly moving slow. Learning how to read which way things go. Finding peace in what these mornings show. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear, that's what I see. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear, that's what I see. Fuck the noise, I'm focused on my path. Reading signals through the aftermath. Every line's a story that I grasp. Some shit falls, other things will last. Damn, I left these mornings by myself. Learning lessons money couldn't help. Every cup of wisdom brings me wealth. Beyond what's sitting on my shelf. Filter through the static. Find the flow that's magic. In the quiet hours, let it all unfold. Watch the truth get told. Patterns start to speak. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear, that's what I see. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear, that's what I seek. La la la, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear. La la la, the quiet hours. First rays break through my window pane. Coffee drips slow like a gentle rain. Numbers dance across my screen. I remain in this space where focus meets the mundane. Every morning, same position, same station. Building blocks of daily meditation. Clear mind as I track each indication. Patient breathing, deep contemplation. In the rhythm of my morning flow, let it guide me. Every pattern helps me grow. As above, so down below. In a rhythm, watch it move. Finding truth in every groove. Lines intersect, I'll watch them play. Reading signs that point the way. Years of practice taught me how to stay cool and steady through each display. My fingers trace ascending paths while steam rises, making me laugh. This quiet hour holds Some see chaos, I see design. Some feel rushed, I take my time. In these moments, I refine every signal, every sign. Beyond the surface lies the art of knowing when to stop and start. Each cup of wisdom sets apart the discipline that fills my heart. Early hours hold the key to everything I need to see. In this space, I'm truly free to let the knowledge flow through me. In the rhythm of my morning flow, let it guide me. Every pattern helps me grow. As above, so down below. In the rhythm, watch it move, finding truth in every groove.
Hey.
First cup steaming beside my screen. Charts and candles know what I mean.
No worries.
Trying to show you how I move.
Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Discord. Let's see here. Sorry, the music was already down, guys. I just noticed it now, so I get it. The music. You're listening to music at low. Hopefully, I didn't come in and scream in your ear because you had it turned up thinking the music was at the right level, because it wasn't.
Teaching you how to survive. Morning
I don't know how I did that, but somehow I forgot to turn it up last night
trade at a time.
after I stopped the stream. That's something I'm supposed to do every night, but I did not do it.
Check the trends. Send your signals, watch you win. Ain't no sleeping when Asia trades. Got my system, got
That are low.
keep it cool, stay in the zone. Analysis on my phone.
Was that low?
How did you know that was going short reality
Watch these profits
of
I
that
mean,
last day? Because
because Phil's came into the message that I saw from Phil's, and the thing was that it broke out and he was going to go long. So all you got to do is fade Phil's. You got it all day.
good enough reason to enter a trade. He's like, I'll step that way.
Okay, that's not fair. It's too early. Phil's isn't here yet, so he can't defend himself. Everybody, we can tell him when he gets here, but no, it just looked like it was going short, Paul. It just felt like it. If you looked at the, let me here.
It feels bad.
If you looked over here at the 800, you came up, you put on no top wick, you put on a top wick, and then she started moving her way down. So
Now the flip of the 30 of the no wick kind of caught me because there was a no wick above, and
Yeah.
I kind of thought that it was going to go higher. But then the minute you said short, I was out, and as you seen, my NinjaTrader and everything crashed, including all of my TA for the last hour and a half. So I was ripping.
oh my jeez. Yeah,
But
I
like
was
you
worried
said,
you were
short.
short. I was worried you were long, I meant, because I saw that you were
I
talking
was.
back and forth with with Phil's in there, and I was like, oh man, I sure hope he's not really long. Low
No, it was only for that
36.62.
with that little small move up I was going for, but it did fake me out.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's call.
Wick here. Let's see what. Nice little move on news, though, guys. I try to call them now and again. For any of you guys that aren't in the server, to come over the server, I'll try to call them now and again if I got kind of a read on them. But again, I'm just calling them, guys. Don't take it as religion or something. It's just a thought process.
And now I pray that, oh shit.
Well, if you traded it short, you did good, so it's okay. It was a nice drop for the news.
I thought with the DXY sort of dropping so much that it would have pumped gold a little bit more, but maybe it's just taking its time.
Yeah. I hadn't even looked at it yet. Let's finish here. What else do we got? We got a lot of wickless candles everywhere. Just ugly currently. Just ugly currently.
Massive gap on NQ as well. You should see this, the daily candle, how much it jumped up.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It's closing it down again. There was a massive gap. I had dropped the picture in the chat earlier on. It's rollover day, everybody. So if your EA and your line and everything is all over the place, it's because there's a rollover of the contracts.
All right, so let's look at this real quick just for what we went over this morning. Right here was our range when we opened. Right, when we opened up this morning. This was the range for anybody that kind of came in and was like, what's going on? Pre-news range here, right? Came down, pushed below, broke the range, came back up, tapped it for the move down. Right, what are we looking for now? This is the range we are in. Where is the next range? Everybody already knows. Daly's here. Next range is here. So we're right at the bottom currently. We expect here, you already know, we should get some longs coming in. Sorry, I don't want to cough in your ear. We should get some longs coming in off this. Possibly. We'll see how it actually plays. Get the recovery of this wick, and then some longs should come in off this, you know. Daily here. We'll see how it works. If not, if the longs start getting beat up and really don't, you know, longs don't work, what's going to happen? We'll be trading down into this range. We'll put wicks on. Wicks on, right? We'll trade down into this range instead. What time is it? Oh, it's already 9. That is the first candle open there. Okay, let's see how we do. I mean, flip candle here. Yeah. Let's see. Especially if it takes the lows. I wouldn't mind it taking lows some here. Geez, that's a big stop. Nice push down to put a wick on this candle. And then a flip isn't ugly, but let's see if we can't figure out a way to get involved in a position. I mean, maybe like the 15. I want them to induce the shorts first, though. Right? But I like that we need a wick here. Needing a wick here. You know, I like the idea that we could push down, put on a nice wick, and then flip and come back up. Maybe we can get the entry off the 15. Maybe we can get the entry off the 800. I'd like to get a push down and get a wick here, though. First off, right? That doesn't mean it can't come down and fill this range, guys. All we're looking at is we come down here, we put this wick on this candle, right? Which is what we're doing. And then what are we thinking? We're thinking that if it gets down and starts inducing shorts, right? Shorts start coming in and it starts inducing the shorts, that we could possibly just fake back up into this range. That's the whole difference with the reaction. Just because we come down here, I mean, a lot of guys will say, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit here. And then if we hit here, let's make that white so I don't get confused here. If we hit here, then we're going to long. But why? Why? I mean, what's the reasoning? Again, where's your why at? Make sure you always ask your why. The reason that we're saying, hey, if we get this big wick down and then she starts coming up to flip this candle and maybe we can enter on a lower time frame, something like the 15 or something, is because now these longs that tried to come in up here at the top are out. We induce the shorts to trade back down, so we're going to come up here and take the shorts out. That's the purpose in it, right? That's the why. Make sure you're always asking and answering your why question, right? And if you want to trade, you know, however you want to trade, it doesn't matter. If you trade even like a double bottom, or you trade supply and demand, you trade whatever, it doesn't matter. Just answer the why as to why you're going to enter here. You know, it hits supply. You expect traders to come in. Make sure that you see that and have some kind of entry criteria for the why that it's going to go in your direction, rather than coming and hitting the stops, right? You can trade supply demand. Just make sure that you have a reasoning as to why to go your way as well, right? And whatever that is for you, right? It's got to make sense to you. So I'm not going to give you any ideas, but you got to have something that makes sense to you. But make sure that you're answering those questions rather than just, well, once it hits, 37.25, I'm going short. That's just, I don't know. I think that's kind of crazy, but if it works for you, by all means, stick with it. Just be careful.
Yeah, that's how you don't be consistent.
Yep. That's the problem.
Every day. Exactly.
I mean, it's just like everything else. It's just like poker, guys. If you get a hand in poker, and it's a little different in poker because at least you got different streets for all you guys that know about poker. So you get ace king, right? Just for fun. Good hand to start with. You raise pre-flop. Flop comes 3-3-5. The guy raises you. Well, what are you gonna do now? Is your ace king still that good that you're just going for the?
Yes, I call in.
Hagen's like, I'm all in, and there's no way he called me with ace 3 suited. That did not happen.
I'm like, how did he get my number? Because that son of a bitch called he.
And these are the whole things. Things can change, once it changes. And I mean, I guess if you want to trade that way, I don't particularly trade that way, but I guess you could trade that way. You get involved, wait for something to change, and then get out or whatnot. I guess maybe. I don't personally trade that way, but I guess you could. But I mean, with poker, you get that opportunity, and you realize that, hey, maybe your ace king ain't so good now that the flop came. And you don't have any choice to see the flop. We can see the flop here on trading before we ever have to get involved. We can see what these guys do. We can see the flop. We don't have to enter till we want to. We can see their hand before we ever have to get involved. And that's the whole beauty in trading, and why trading's so much easier than poker, in my opinion.
Yep.
Poker likes to slap me in the face. Poker likes to come in, just slap me in the face and say, hey, stop.
The thing about trading is it's far easier to read mass psychology than it is to read the psychology of 4 or 5 people at a table.
Yeah, very
It'll
true.
be a lot more difficult. Whereas if you're dealing with the crowd, which is what we're doing, it's a lot easier to figure out what they're going to do, as opposed to some DJing at a poker table.
Yep, exactly. And the next thing with poker, in comparison, I don't know if anybody studies poker, or watched any poker videos or not. I mean, I know a lot of you probably have not, but what you'll see with poker is a lot of different people have different ways of playing poker. Different things that they do, different reads that they take, things like this, to where trading is pretty much the same across the board. It's like saying that every single person plays GTO poker, right? And if every person played GTO poker, which a lot of people do, don't get me wrong, but it makes it a little easier to play against GTO players. And if everybody played GTO, you'd have it made. Just don't quite work that way. But essentially with trading, that's what it is. Everybody essentially trades the same thing. I realize that's super. I didn't even do my mic open thing. I know that's super hard for a lot of people to see, but if you learn more strategies, it'll make sense to you. You know what I mean? Because you'll see that all your entries will be essentially in the same area, under most circumstances, and that's the whole thing.
Yep.
Hopefully I can make it through today. Last night I almost lost my voice by the end of the day. I was like, the only thing that I changed was talking on the live stream. So it's sad, but I don't need my voice at night anyway. I'm all right.
Don't push yourself too hard, man. Whenever you feel you've had enough, just tune off and we'll manage.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I want to be here. That's the whole thing. I do want to be here. I hate that I got sick. It's crazy. But what are you going to do? 5 years I went and never got sick. Ridiculous. Unfortunately, we have to renew our driver's licenses. There's nothing you can do about it. I wouldn't be able to drive if I didn't. So.
Yeah. Can you not do that kind of stuff online over with you?
Yeah. They did during COVID, and then they oh, you could do it once. Yeah, that's right. You could do it once. I did it once, yeah.
Right. Over here, everything is online. They do not want to see your face anywhere. We have a portal system that has literally everything under the sun, so you can renew your passport, your license, all that kind of stuff. But the problem is that leaves the whole thing open for a pile of fucking scamming as well. So,
well, yeah,
they make it easy one way and they make problems the other way.
But like you already know my feelings, unfortunately, and I'm not trying to, make it look better for that side of it. But I think that it's their job to find the people that are wrong. It's not we shouldn't be put out. I'd rather it be like it is in your country, to where you do everything online and they find the bad apples, rather than saying, hey, we're just going to treat you like all bad apples and you got to come in instead, because essentially we're getting we're taking the blunt for others doing bad, right? I mean, that's the problem. I hate that, but I don't know a better way to do it. I really don't. So I sit here and I talk all this, but I don't know what the government should do or what the right thing is. So I guess it's not that big of a deal, but I just wish that it wasn't always such a thing that all the people that don't do wrong have to completely go out of their way and take risks and do this and do that, just because there's so many bad apples that the government can't take care of themselves. I don't understand, with all the money they get and all the taxes they take from us, they can't figure something out to catch the bad apples, you know. Then we don't have to talk about, you know, what you can do online or not do online, or what kind of gun laws there should be, or anything else. They start getting rid of crime, getting rid of criminals, and all these things kind of fix themselves, don't they?
Well, that's the theory anyway, but I've been following what's happening in New York and California this last while. Fucking place is out of control. I mean, it's completely and utterly batshit crazy. It's a criminal's paradise. Criminal's paradise. It's like, you know, people just go on and just wreck places and run out and away and nothing happens. And like, what the fuck that?
These are the things I don't get. Why aren't they taking care of the criminals? I don't understand. I don't get it.
That bit's completely and utterly insane, because they're not even. As much as I dislike Rudy Giuliani, the one thing that I do think he got right was start with the low-level crime and work your way up. Start with keeping the streets clean and safe.
Oh, yeah.
Then work your way up through that there. I think that is the way to do it, in my opinion.
Good morning, Warner.
Hey, Warner.
Well, that's the easy. I mean, well, I shouldn't speak. Like I say, I sit here like I know what in the world I'm talking about. I'm not out on the streets trying to do it, but I would say, right, that's the easiest crime to, you know, put a stop to. But I don't know. I mean, that would just be my opinion. I mean, you've got, you know, officers that patrol the streets. You sure think that they could spend their time, you know, taking care of the street level crime and what goes on there, rather than, you know, pulling people over for going 3 over the speed limit. But that's just my thoughts, you know, arresting people for DUIs and drunk driving that actually aren't drunk, you know, things like that. They could probably stop doing stuff like that and actually go after criminals. That'd be something.
But I mean,
I understand their logic.
Glad to hear you're back. Yeah, I just got back yesterday, Warner. So I'm not 100%, sadly, but I am back for now.
All right, we're going to be jumping in this Nasdaq short.
Nasdaq short. Let's go.
Still trying to drop me EA. 6. Oh yeah, I see what you're going for. Hold on.
Nice range on the. Well, you guys can't see that, can you? I forget to swap my hold off there. Nice range here on the 800 as well on that Nasdaq.
Yep.
Good morning, Crown. Good morning.
Some great moves in the algo last night.
Yeah, I didn't get any of it. I was looking, and it played out exactly as I looked at it there. But what I was looking for was the first one. I was looking for the move down, so that we could come up and move up. So I was looking for the move down, and then the long.
Yeah.
And of course, it moved down. And then the second one, I was like, okay, I'm looking for a long, but how do you enter? I don't know. There really wasn't an entry there, so I just kind of sat out, and then it wasn't. But I don't know. 3 minutes later, she started taking off, and she flew.
Yeah. Again, the setup played out exactly like you said. That long. You had the words. If anybody could be asking back and looking in the chat, you said see a big red candle down first. It just took most of that 5-minute candle for that to happen. So whenever it didn't go away, I shorted it down, expecting that long to come in. So I got it both ways. I actually got 2 shorts on the way down, and I got one long then on the way up. So played out perfectly. Like I said, everybody's missing. I keep saying this. Everybody keeps missing this. I don't know what more do you want, guys?
Yeah, nobody ever shows up. I don't know. Maybe more people are watching than we think. Maybe more people are watching than what we think.
I don't think so, man. I think they'd be here if they wanted to get.
It's like the robot.
Yeah.
There's that 15, guys. I think it's just going to be a doji. We're probably going to have to wait on this. Up to you. You already know what we're looking for. We're looking for the flip here, right? So that will be the actual entry. We said this when this candle opened. We wanted to come down here. We wanted to take out these lows, put the wick on here, which we did, and now we're looking for the flip of this candle. Problem is, you go down to the 15. Where are you going to take an entry? I mean, our entry needs to be here, right, for the flip. So for me, there's no entry, right? So what are we going to do? Well, for me, I'm going to wait until 9:30. There's nothing else I can do. We hope, right? We hope and pray here that this candle just ends a very little doji, and maybe our entry will be a little bit higher. Like maybe she comes up, flips, and just puts a little top wick on, and we got something like this. And then we'll take the bottom wick and flip to come back up. Maybe it just drives down. Maybe it doesn't matter. But that's what we were looking at pre. She could just drive down and go now. If so,
there's no 15-minute wick reality down at 370 as well. That looks like where she's making her way to. In 15 minutes, there's no wick.
Yeah. We see I've got a wick drawn out here. I don't quite know what that is, but it must be something.
I see
wicks.
30, I think. Yeah, it's a 30-minute wick down at the very bottom of the range.
Okay, and I kind of like that wick, guys, only because you can call this your range. And you know how I like doing this? I mean, go to here, go to there. That 0.5 gives you this wick. If we start working our way down through here, like I said, depends a lot on how this 30 closes. I'm not apt to just take the 30, close below and flip. I will tell you that, because I still like the up move here. I'll be honest with you. Do you think it gaps because behind the scenes it actually trading and we just see when it opens price action? What are you talking about, Aiken? The gaps on the open?
Just
because that is what. Go ahead. Go ahead, Aiken.
Oh, I was just saying, like, it gaps because the price, like, it's actually moving, but we don't actually see it until it actually opens.
Well, yeah, because you still see, I mean, there's still people trading the assets that are open, right? Does that make sense? Like if you're talking about futures, our hour close isn't when everything else is closed. Like Forex is still moving.
Yeah.
Here's going to be that flip. I've got no way to get involved here, guys. If you find one, by all means. I'm waiting. Like I said, we already called this move, about 30 minutes ago. So do we expect this to go up and fill this range? Yeah. I can't get involved here. I just can't take a trade. If you just took it, great. I can't. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. The gold long at the break of the high of that current candle was the flip and the trade. I can't trade it there. Horse boy, yeah, you can still trade between 5 and 6 when futures is down. Yeah. That's the thing. So the market still moves, right? That's the thing. So yeah,
I see.
Yeah, it's the gold. It's the gold that we talked about. We said maybe we could come down to the 15 and try to trade it. All it did was come down and do shorts and then move up. The problem was there wasn't actually an entry for me on the 15 either. Do I expect this push up? Yes. If you guys just got involved, by all means, good job. I couldn't just trade it. I would think about TP1 at the recovery of the 0.5 of this wick first. Honestly. But you can wait till the top of the range if you desire. That's probably where I'd take TP1, which would be, let's measure it out real quick. Or BE at least, something. I think we're about one tick over, so that'll be about, 30 ticks, essentially almost 30 ticks. So at least a TP1 or a BE at there is where I would be considering it, guys. If you're in it again, I couldn't just jump in there.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Ball's in. Very nice ball.
I'm always on.
There
You
it
didn't
is.
say I
T-
don't like the love of, you didn't say I
TP1.
didn't like the look of that.
Yeah. Paul's always listening. TP1 or BE, whichever one you want to do. You can wait for TP1 to the top of the range if you want. I'd definitely go BE now, just in case. But if you can get a TP1, take partials or something here, whatever, I would. Do I expect to hit the top of the range? Yes, but sometimes these things get front ran. You got to understand that's supply now. Right? We go here. What are you looking at? This is supply now. See? Doesn't make sense. The 5 minute, this is your supply zone. So what's going to happen? Shorts are going to start coming in here. So don't let yourself get ate up by this. Are they going to win? We assume not, because we expect we're going to touch the top of the range. But at the same time, there's nothing that says that they don't. And this is what I try to tell. Whoops, wrong one. This is what I try to tell people like Phil's all the time. There's nothing saying that they don't, right? So here is your supply zone now. So if you look at that, it makes perfect sense to TP there. And then wait for the top of this range to get hit. And I mean, what happens? They're going to come in. What happens is they're going to come in short here. And then what do we got? Well, here's our next set of stop losses above, right? So this will be your next liquidity as we come in through here. Liquidity. So that will be the next spot that we bang through if we continue to move higher. So we break this range here, this box, it's this box. It's our green. Let's paint this green so you can see the difference. We break this box, what happens? Then we get a push up, and then what's going to happen next? We're going to put a wick on this candle. But all these things have to take place for that to happen. Everybody likes to say, well, here's your liquidity, here's your shorts coming in, here's the wick, so we just hold it all in, let's just go. Add positions if you have to. That's not the way you play this. You want to see the reactions happen first. You want to see these shorts come in. You want to see them get pushed through. You want to see all these things take place, right? The trade should still be good, Paul. You should still be good. It would not surprise me at all if it doesn't push through here. Not at all. Would not surprise me in the least little bit. If she doesn't break that wick, push through, and we put on a top wick.
Yeah. I'm looking for the correct 731. It's my next target now.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
We're going to get volume in with 9:30, so 2 minutes, 45 seconds. It looks like we will get volume in. Do we expect a top wick on this candle? Yes. So you got to kind of be aware of that as well. It wouldn't surprise me if this isn't an outside candle before the close, though, right? Would not surprise me at all if we don't push up, break those highs, and push through that white line that I just showed there before we ever close this candle, and then maybe it comes back down.
Mm-hmm.
For a top wick. We'll have to see.
And 800 though.
The 800 looks like she's about to break. Break and push.
Isn't she?
Yeah. Good break and push, and then come in with a top wick. If she gets no top wick, that's the only way that I would start being a little aggressive on managing. But we should at least fake out, if nothing else, into that top range. So what do you expect? You expect you come up here, grab these stops because we stalled here enough for all them shorts to get in, and now you're going to at least fake into this range. Maybe a fake out and then come back down, or we're going to come up here and put it on top wick, either way. But you should at least get into that range now. Even if you start with no top wick here, you come up here and you close with no top wick, and then you get a big top wick candle and then flip back down, you still should fake into this range.
Yes.
Because all these shorts are, this is where the shorts are entering. They think that this was the break, retest, continuation. So they've got to get stopped out before we can go anywhere.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Let's go.
Whenever I
There's the
finally start
push.
using money, I'll be making the money. That's $42 on one micro.
Very nice, very nice. There's your no top
Wow.
wick candle, just like we talked about. You may be a little aggressive in managing, completely up to you. Now you want to manage it here. It didn't actually put the top wick in yet, so, but it could just fall down, don't get me wrong, but I expect that it's going to put on a bottom wick, flip, put on a top wick, and then maybe bang around in this area, but she could just push down. So just be aware.
I have my stop loss and profit by a bit, so
Okay.
I just let it ride. Almost there. No, not yet.
Come on, flip and push up before you fake Paul out. Let's go gold. We don't want to play these games anymore. We want Paul to get paid.
Daddy needs a Lambo. Come on, should be a good spike up here. Let's go. Flip and push. Fucking good
Push.
5. Yes.
Push. That was a little weak. Not gonna lie, that was a little weak. Where's 930 volume at, gold? Jeez.
That's right. I flipping back down again.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't much of a push.
No, it definitely wasn't, like you said.
It may come up and try it one more time, maybe, but I don't know. That was a very weak push, especially for 930.
I'm holding on for another push. Let's do this. Come on.
Yep. Okay, Aiken's in too. So yeah, gold, you have to go up now. We got 2 members in. You just, I mean, we need a wick right here.
I just need an Audi, dude. I wouldn't even go for a Lambo. I just need a nice Audi.
You tap that point.
I drive a Ford Focus, so even an Audi would be like a Bugatti to me.
Let's see. Take a new Honda Civic. There you go. There you go, man of the woods.
I used to have the 2017 Honda Civic. So it was really nice with a turbo.
Very nice. Very nice.
Never owned anything with a turbo.
Get all this mess out of the way.
Is that Nasdaq short, Aiken?
My Nasdaq not moving? What is going on here?
I'm watching this, the 5-minute candle open reality. Dennis does this orb thing. So whenever you were gone the last couple of weeks, we were spending most mornings watching the opening of the 5-minute candle as well as the gold.
Yeah. Oh, I see why I missed it. That big gap. Okay. I was looking at the wrong price action, guys.
All right, here we go. Last pump. Let's do this.
Excellent. Whoa!
Work. Goes, push up.
Let's go.
I wasn't even watching that. I was that busy watching the NQ. I love
Let's go,
that
gold.
happens.
Let's go, gold. Push up, put that wick on.
Get your wick on. Get your wick on. Wick, wick, wick.
Yeah. Wick on at 7.
There it is.
Come on.
Yeah,
Let's go one more.
make sure when you get about right here, you maybe tighten up just a bit. But yes, we are looking for a complete wick on this candle. So that wick will recover this range. So that's what the hopes and dreams are, right? Go back gray with this.
Great call, reality. Great.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, I need $99.99 a month. Calling for themselves. Calling over themselves.
Come on, re-break that high. Let's go. There it is.
We need the Mario Kart sound. Boom, I'm out. Daddy got it.
Is there a cheaper version? Is there a cheaper version of what? Let me see what you got. Let me see what you got here.
Yeah, $4.99 a month.
Auto order flow. Does order flow plus come with any firms?
With the Nasdaq aching, are you watching the 5-minute on it?
Yeah, I missed the whole watch. But I did make it on that gold long. I got out ready.
I'm still in that gold long, so I can't do anything yet.
It's looking good.
And if I'd have been using monies, I'd one money, I'd be up fucking $700 already. If I could have, should have, would have, you know yourself.
Okay, there it is, guys. Should put on the wick now. We should tap the top here.
Just staying a couple of 800 candles below it in case it comes back on me.
Yep. How much of a wick do we got so far? Not much, right?
Too bad. We still have 20 minutes left yet on the 30-minute candle.
12, yeah, we should make the top here.
Come on.
When we get to the top of that, I would be, again, managing a bit. Not saying to get out, completely up to you. We could break these highs and run, don't get me wrong, but just be aware we just recovered this wick. We tapped the 0.5 here. You know, you guys all know what all these things mean. So just be aware. That would be the complete, position there, essentially.
How'd you do, Jiggy? Still holding it?
I'm still holding it, but I am well in profit. I'm only 800 candles below it, and if I think it's going to come against me, I'm going to move up another candle just to protect what I have. But it was back against me. I'm still very happy. That was still an excellent trade.
Yeah, should have been good for about around 90 ticks, guys.
Yeah, it's about to stop me now. Could move the stop loss, but sure, you know how that ends.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, I know.
Hopefully that all made sense, though, how we drew it up, how we realized what was going to happen when this candle came down here. I mean, essentially we knew with this 9 o'clock open, the 9 o'clock close, 9 o'clock open candle, we were already anticipating this hit here, right? So hopefully that all makes sense. We did go over it. We talked. If nobody understands or doesn't get it, go back in the video. That's why we keep live streams, guys. Videos are always here. So go back, see what it is, and make sense of it, right? I mean, it's not super hard. What were we thinking? We thought that longs would come in here, right? Top of this range right here. So what did we want to see? We wanted to see a push through them to get the shorts involved. Put a wick on this candle here. This is what we did. We came down. We put the wick on the candle, induced the shorts in order to do what? Come back up and run through them to put a wick on this candle. It's super, super simple. Right? And what we were looking for, the flip of this candle. That was the whole thing. I couldn't actually find the entry. I mean, if you could have just traded the high here after this, taking the lows, for me, it was a tough entry, but if you're here long enough, you'll realize that I'll call these things out, and just because I don't have an entry doesn't mean that I'm not still, happy with how the position's going to play. It's just I don't have entry criteria for me myself. I'm super disciplined on how I take my entries, right? So hopefully that makes sense. Oh, you're here, Jashim. Yeah, I mean, Sierra with Rhythmic is... Proxy Delta would be better anyway because I'm not trading in the dark. Sierra's got about the best thing out there, and you can pay for it by the month, and then just hook your Rhythmic to it. So any prop firm that uses Rhythmic, you can trade straight through Sierra. That's why it's so good. And as far as order flow, there really isn't a better trading platform out there than Sierra. That's really what your goal is. I've never been a big proponent of order flow, but only because I feel like you can see the order flow in the candles. But I get it. I mean, the numbers make it easier. Don't get me wrong. One second, Mike. Oh, you're all right. You're all right. No worries. No worries.
Yo, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
man?
that's what I mean. That's my actual question. Like, you can kind of see order flow in candles, and people I'm trading against are looking at the order flow from the actual candles. So I'm wondering if it's even worth it.
I don't think so. Like I said, JJ was a huge proponent of order flow. That's all he used to trade, right? But
he's institutional.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I'm not trading in the dark. Like, I'm trading retail. So
for me, order flow just it just gives you numbers. Honestly, that you can see in the candles, but that's just me, right? I can see it in the candles. If that's something you can do is see it in the candles, then order flow really doesn't help you much. It's just like volume, right? Everybody says, oh, well, why don't you have a volume indicator at the bottom of your chart? What do I need a volume indicator for when I'm watching the candles? If you can't look at this candle, and I mean, and I'm not gonna say if you can't, okay, I can look at this candle and understand the volume, how the candle pushes up, how the candle pushes down, how these candles are building shows you exactly what volume there is. And if you're really, really, really still struggling with it, then you can, go over here to your 800 tick chart and, run these things side by side like this. Once you see the 800 tick candles, well, what do you see? Volume for the 800 tick candles? Well, the whole point in your 800 tick candles is there's 800 transactions per candle. How fast are these candles developing? How quick is this, spitting out candles? How slow is it spitting out candles? Are the candles, gold the whole way up? Is all your volume, bullish volume? Is all your volume bearish volume? I mean, all these things you can see in this. So if you take this, run this side by side and start watching what this candle's doing, you should easily be able to start seeing these things. And what are you seeing? Well, you're seeing order flow along with volume. Why? Because essentially they work hand in hand, first off. But number two, these are 800 tick candles. So this is 800 transactions. So you can kind of see those numbers, right, as these candles build. And then you should just be able to see it in this. I mean, will it take some time? Maybe. I've spent a lot of time on the charts. I spent a lot of time watching these things side by side. So maybe that makes me a little biased, but in my opinion, watching these candles build is everything. People think that, how that structure, and I'm not saying that structure doesn't have a lot to do with, how these candles close and where they come, like this, you know, this is structure, right? But there's a lot of structure within each candle too. And obviously you can drop down to your 5 and you can see that. This is where people start getting in trouble though. They'll start dropping down to these lower time frames to see what's inside these candles when you can do this exactly the same way, right? This goes up, up, up. You've got a clock right here. You know, what you want to start doing if you're really trying to understand candle building is start building this in your mind. Watch the time here, right? So you're at 11 minutes, whatever you want to do. Maybe you work with the 15-minute first. So when this goes down to 15 minutes, you watch this candle and you start drawing in your mind, or maybe even drawing on your chart. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at right now on my 15-minute chart, you know, and this, I'm just drawing this to draw it, right? And then you drop down to your 15, you say, oh, okay, yeah, you know, that's what it is. Then you start getting it on your 5-minute, and once you start doing these things, you'll be surprised at how much you can see the building process and how your orders are coming in on your higher time frames, that you're not going to need that stuff anymore. I'll be honest with you. When the 800 tick is slower than the 5-minute, you know, yes, you do. Yes, Werner's exactly right. If the 800 tick is slower than the 5-minute, you know the volume's low. And that's all part of it. And I mean, you can see it in how these candles build as well. Once you're watching the 800 enough and you're paying attention to these low time frames, again, just to watch it in comparison. You know, when this goes up, what are you doing? Well, you're making an up candle. If we go right here to this 10-minute, let's just say we're looking at we're not going to do 10-minute candles because I don't look at 10-minute candles. So let's just do, you know, 5-minute candles. Make it semi-easy. So when this clock clicks to 0, right, you've got a new 5-minute candle opening. When you get to 10, right? So in 5, 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 10 seconds, you got a new 5-minute candle opening. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. So there's your new candle. Right? So now you pay attention to what this is doing for your new 5-minute candle. As you're building here, you're pushing up. Where was your bottom wick? You didn't have one yet. You're pushing up for a top wick currently. Right? And all these things you can see the same way. See? In your 30. Right? See the 15. You can go to the hour, see the 30. These are all the same kind of things. You should be able to see this. You should understand where your lower time frames are in the building of these candles. Nobody ever talks about this. Nobody ever talks about building candles. All they want to do is come to the chart and say, okay, well, here was our top. There the top got broke. Here's where we are now, and we don't want to talk about how these candles actually build. But that's a lot to do with it, you know, and that's why I always tell you guys so much about the tick charts, right? Because you learn a lot just from looking at these tick charts in comparison to your higher time frame charts, right? Because you can actually see, like Werner said, the volume in them, the transactions in them. This is all part of it. I don't really need to look at the tick charts that much anymore, just because I watch these candles build. I mean, that's what I'm doing the whole time. That's how you see this candle. When we were talking about this long, because of what was going to happen here first. We're anticipating what they're going to do. Put a wick here, fake everybody out to the downside because it broke back into range. And then what do you want? You want it to come back up, retest, continuation down. And it did that. So on your low time frames, this candle looked like this. Break, retest, continuation. That's what it looked like. And you can see that in the building of this candle. That was the whole reason that, and even on your low time frames, you got a opportunity where it broke the highs. So liquidity was grabbed, you know, right in here. We came down, we broke up, we grabbed liquidity right there. So they're all, shorts are there. There's absolutely no way that it's not short at this point. Everybody was out, they think. That was the whole purpose, right? That's all the candle building. Oh, that makes sense. I feel like I ramble half the time. I'm not trying to ramble, guys.
No, it all makes perfect sense, reality, because it took me a long time to figure out what you were saying there in relation to that. Because if you look at the 5 minute, look at the 15 minute, especially if you have an actual 2 screens, and then look at the hour and look how the 5 minute balls compare it to the 15, compare that to your 1 hour, and you will actually see how those little moves. It's not just the candle, how it finished. It's how it was actually built. Like you said, yeah, range is very important, but how you got to that range is as important as the actual range itself. So hence why you have to watch candles. It took me a long time, and I've been watching these charts now, man, for I lost a couple of thousand hours done now at this stage of the game. Easily, must have.
Yeah.
If you start seeing those details, and it's those tiny little details that makes the difference.
Yeah. Let's see, this could be the break here. Unfortunately, I never would have been. You're not still in this, right? I would have never been in it this long.
No, I get stopped out, reality, if I'd have left my loss alone. But again, I was expecting a retracement anyway, so I took my 50, 60 bucks and ran. So
yeah, and that's the right thing to do. Like I said, I think it could come up here maybe and break. But again, I would have been out. I do not blame you at all. I don't. You know, I think you'll notice that for the times that it goes up. Oh yeah, 4 hours about to, yeah. Okay, yeah, you want to be out anyway. 4 hours about to open.
my favorite.
Yeah. And I forgot what I was going to say now. I'm sorry. I don't even remember what I was going to say. Oh, I wouldn't have held it this long. The thing is, guys, as many times as it works out in your favor, right? You're going to lose a ton of money back several times just the same. So if you find it to be worth it, great. I never have. Just me. So since I'm computing on the 1 minute footprints, could be barely useful right at the end of everything for trying to find intraday price action patterns instead of looking at the 15-second. Basically, I don't need real delta a while, and when I do, oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, if you really,
talking about an algo, by the way.
Yeah, I see that.
Algo here.
I see that. I mean, if you're really looking for the most useful order flow and the most, it's so hard to call it advanced because Sierra is so old, but it has more things. It has more everything than everything out there. It is the best if you're really looking, if you really want to get into order flow, if that's something you really want to do. And with an algo, it may be actually better because the problem is you can't really teach a algo to watch candles. Yeah, exactly. So the numbers are going to be much easier for an algo. So if you're using an algo, I think the only thing that I don't know, and maybe you'd ask, and I don't know if Z's around, he may be able to tell you more on how to run an algo off of Sierra. I'm not sure on that one. I don't know exactly how the coding works on Sierra, but I do know that pause.
I'll try the bloody dogs annoy me, reality.
Okay. I thought maybe you knew. I was like, hold on, maybe Paul has an idea. I have no idea. I was like, this guy knows about how to code on Sierra now, man. He surprises me every day.
Literally, that's surprising.
No, I don't exactly know how to do it, though, Jashim, on Sierra or what they use. But I do know that Sierra's very old technology as far as how it's all set up, but it's still the best. So if that gives you anything, it's been here 4 years and is still better than everybody else when it comes to order flow, footprints, things of that nature. And it is very, very customizable, like beyond the beliefs that you can have. Like, it takes you longer to figure it out, but once you figure it out, I mean, it's got a high learning curve, they claim. So, but once you figure it out, there's essentially nothing you can't do with Sierra charts, is what I've been, told. So I think it's great software. Especially if you're going to do some kind of algo, probably. You just got to figure out exactly how it all works. And like I said, I don't know how much Z's messed with it, but normally he knows the coding side of things, so he probably has at least some kind of input, if nothing else.
What else does it have other than footprints?
It has everything as far as order flow. I mean, anything you would want for order flow. Did you go to their site yet and look at it?
It's a site,
Sierra Charts. Yeah, just look Sierra Charts. I assume it's just sierracharts.com. If not, just Google it. But I mean, it is for sure the best order flow type software out there. It really is, man. It looks old, I will tell you that. So it's not going to look like NinjaTrader or whatever, but it's still the best there is.
How is it still the best if it seems old?
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I mean, things get better with age. It's like fine wine, I don't know.
Like me and my tips and my vinyl reality, sometimes the new stuff isn't always the best.
Yep,
sometimes
exactly.
You believe it? I actually found a tip from 35 years ago. That still works.
That's crazy.
No.
Where did JJ get his from?
Sierra Charts. That's all he ever used. Most of your diehard order flow traders, you know what I mean, are gonna use Sierra Charts. Your serious diehard traders that are actually order flow traders, they're honestly gonna use Sierra Charts. I mean, not trying to hype it up. It doesn't matter to me either way. I'm just telling you that I still believe it's the best there is as far as order flow goes. I don't trade order flow. I actually thought about getting Sierra at one point in time, just because everybody was wanting to get into order flow, and then I just isn't real. I want to teach people how to do candles, and the reason being because not everybody's going to be able to afford Sierra. I mean, all actuality. It's not, I mean, not saying that it's expensive. I don't think it's that much. It's just the point of, there's a lot of guys on here, just shame, that don't even have, their TradingView subscription. So, I mean, trying to add more stuff into where they're buying things like Sierra when they don't even have live data just doesn't make any sense. So.
It can be expensive. You gotta invest as you scale though, not before.
Yeah.
What about Bloomberg terminals? Would you still use Sierra with one of those?
What'd you say?
What about Bloomberg terminals?
I don't know. That one I don't know.
It's supposed to be like it's like a service, but it's meant to be the most cutting edge. All that exotic data.
Bloomberg charts. Huh. I have not I had not seen that. I have no idea. I've never seen those before, Jashim, honestly. Huh.
I think it's for like hedge funds.
Gotcha.
This looks like one of those screener jobs that you see all of the YouTubers using.
Here, let me open. I hadn't opened it up. I just hadn't heard of it. Let me see what it looks like. Complete customization. Tools.
Global perspectives. This looks cool.
Can you believe anything coming out of Bloomberg though? No,
That's a great point, Paul. Not gonna lie.
You know what I mean? I don't trust anybody with financial institutions.
Very valid. Very valid.
I mean, can you even trust the data on your own chart? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Everything's a self-fulfilling prophecy anyway.
Well, that's why we can trust it.
Yep. That's why you always wait for the reactions to happen before jumping. Looks like she slowed down quite a bit, guys, after that news, but if anybody was here for the news, I mean, we were in the server 8:30, this candle, right? We expected the short there, or came in, and then, of course, you can go back to 9 o'clock for how we expected to come back up. So it was two ranges. A lot of people might have drawn this as one range, which would have been fine. If you drew it as one range, you would have just been at the 0.5 for your short. Does that make sense? So let's grab this. Let's just get rid of this box. I'll show you it'll be the same thing, right? So this would have been your range. So you would have pulled your fib for your 0.5 and you'd have been in this exact same thing. Right? So it's no different, guys. If you want to separate these two, you can. If you don't want to separate these two, you don't have to, but that's how we found the short when the news came. Close below short there was the short for the news. All right. So you don't have to separate this into two ranges if you don't prefer to. Completely up to you, but you'll see that your 0.5 is going to be the same thing. For any of you guys, Warner, you're one. Paul, you're one. For any of you guys that were, you know, back with me in the olden days when we were trading crypto, this is exactly how I traded crypto, right? It was to the 0.5 for your TP. Hedge your position, short the top, long the bottom, take profit at the 0.5s. So that's how these ranges worked back then, which essentially was just a double range, right? It's the same thing that we look at today. Not a lot's changed. I mean, other than the fact that we're not looking for 618s no more. We're looking for stop losses.
All 919s nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. That's fair. So if anybody ran this as the whole range, because I know a lot of people are going to come in this morning and say, well, I thought this was the range. This whole box here, and you're not wrong, right? And you can pull your 0.5s of your range always, right? You can do the same thing here. We can take this range that we were working on here, pull your 0.5 from it, and what are you going to see? I mean, see, it's the same thing. Now you can break this down if you want to. But either way, guys, however you want to do it, however you want to draw it up is just the same. However it makes most sense to you works, you know. Don't get too upset about the particulars. There's not a lot of point in it. I just want to throw that out there because I know a lot of people might have came in and been like, well, I could have swore that range should have been that whole box there. And you're not wrong. It could be either way, right? So just be aware of that.
Yeah.
No fear trades, I'm built from loss. Every scar taught me how to boss. Gold's my canvas, I paint in ticks. Turn pullbacks into candle wicks.
Every move I take, gold in my favor. Patience pay off, now I taste the flavor. Profit so clean, don't need no savior. I'm the one, go feel the labor.
Woke up, check the zone, still.
Has anybody got any questions so far? Is anybody confused about how we saw any of this? Hopefully I explained it enough that it makes sense, I hope.
I would strongly recommend everybody that's like to rewatch the start of the stream. There's a lot of good information there. How we actually drew this up and what we were looking for.
Yeah.
And how it faded me out on the first one, so I got caught on all.
That's the whole thing, though, and guys, it's just the same thing as anything else, you know, anything in life. When you have those things, like Paul said, well, I got faked out, right? That's the biggest learning experience you can have, right? And that's the whole thing. When you start learning from these things, that makes all the difference in the world, right? You see it and you say, oh, it faked me out. And what I try to say all the time, why? Same thing with anything else. If you're playing poker, I talk about poker. If you play whatever it is, if something, you know, fakes you out, anything in life, if you thought somebody was this way and now all of a sudden you figured out that they did this or they did that, your girlfriend went out and cheated, I don't know, you know, worst thing in the world, I don't know, whatever, right? Anything there is that didn't play out the way you thought it was, instead of just completely, you know, saying, I don't know, ask the why. But what could I have did different? What could I have done to see this? Maybe not even what could you done differently, but maybe what could you have done to see this? Why did it play out that way? These whys are super, super, super huge, because once you start dissecting it, then you start learning from it, and now you don't, you know, you limit those. I hate to call them mistakes, but you limit those entries. Maybe you limit those thought processes, and now it happens less and less. Am I going to tell you that it's never going to happen? Absolutely not. You know, you can't say that, but you can say that you limit these things from happening. Just tired of losing. Yeah, Warner. And that's the thing too. I mean, that's the thing too. Absolutely. And the biggest problem is when you're in, you know, losing, and when you're in a rut, it's tough. You have to find a way to dig yourself out of it. It's not easy. You know that. I mean, it's same thing with life, same thing with anything. Unfortunately, it's tough.
Yeah. Fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does. And I mean, sometimes things just are going bad. I mean, I actually had this conversation with the wife during my period of off time. I had a day that I started playing some poker, and first off, you shouldn't do things when you're not 100%. And I mean, I say this all the time, but you know, I make mistakes too. The wife loves me telling these stories because my mistakes always come from poker. And she says it's very relatable with you guys when it comes to trading. But I sat down and I started playing, and everything was just against me. You know, it didn't matter what happened. I could be ahead. I'd bet big. They'd call. They'd catch the river. I get squashed. And it was time and time again. I'm just taking a beating. Long story short, my rule, and you guys have rules too. What's your loss rule for the day? Well, my loss rule, I can't speak, for the day is 200 big blinds, which is 2 buy-ins, right? So it's 100 big blinds for buy-in. So my loss rule is you lose 200 big blinds, which is 2 buy-ins, and you walk away. And I lost 200 big blinds, and I walked away for about an hour. And then I came back, and I lost 200 more big blinds. And I told the wife, I said, I'm 4 buy-ins down, 400 big blinds down. I said, I'll be honest with you, the only thing I want to do is go back and play. That's it. That's absolutely the only thing I want to do is get back to those tables, and I want to keep on going. I said, what is wrong with me? Why? Why do I want to play? And sometimes you're just not running good, guys. And I talk about this all the time, but this is me doing the exact same thing. But I tell you guys, make sure you don't do this. Trading is so easy to walk away from for me. Poker is so hard. And the wife always says, she's like, see, this is what the guys are going through. You need to talk about your poker because this is exactly what they're going through. You don't understand this feeling you have right now when you want nothing more than to go back and get on that table and play is exactly what they're going through. And I understand it more and more. The more I realize how I work with poker, the more I understand how you guys struggle here. And I walked away. I did not go back, but I'll be honest with you, there's nothing more I wanted to do than to go back and get them 400 big blinds back. Nothing more I wanted to do. So, it's tough. It's tough. Trading,
So you are human after all. You are human after all, real.
Yeah. Poker is a reflection of me. Yeah, when it comes to that, and it's tough. Trading is a reflection of my life. I'm tired of it. Yeah, Warner. Yeah, and that's the thing. And I mean, it's tough, and you have to realize those things when it comes to it. And whatever your loss rule is, like I said, for me, it's 200 big blinds. Whatever that is, you have to walk away. And I had the reason I bring this up, that was somewhere mid sick, and yesterday I had the exact same thing happen. I got on the tables, and not the exact same thing. Let me back up. Yesterday I came in, and I was not doing well playing poker. Everything seemed to get me. I had pocket aces, ended up getting beat by Jack something, just stupid handy. Ended up getting tripped jacks. It was just, no matter what I did, I had ace queen, got a queen on the flop, got a queen on the turn, guy ended up flushing the river. It was just, no matter what happened, I had tripped queens, just got with an ace kicker. Just no matter what happened, I just couldn't get it done. And yesterday I lost 200 big blinds, and guys, I walked away. Right, I walked away. I didn't play anymore. So I'll probably play again today, and again we'll stick to that same rule set. Sometimes you just aren't, sometimes you're running bad, and if you run bad, it's just life. Sometimes you're having a bad day in life. When you're running bad, if you continue to let yourself slump in that bad, you'll do nothing but continue to spiral and continue to get more upset, emotional, whatever you want to call it, right? And this is why I always say, people talk about winning. Everybody always asks, well, if you win, you know, so much in trading today, when do you walk away? How much do you win before you walk away? Well, I don't believe in a number there, right? Just like I don't believe in a number for winning poker. How many big blinds do I have to win before I walk away? There's no such thing. If you're running good, why would you ever walk away? Right? So you walk away when you're tired. You walk away when you feel like everything's kind of went level again, and you're not winning anymore. You walk away when you're, you know, ready to go eat or ready to go to sleep or whatever the case may be, right? You don't, GC just broke all-time high. Yep, beautiful, beautiful. You don't walk away when you're winning. You want to walk away when you're losing, though. You want to roll, and if you lose all the time, you know, it is what it is. Still do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to lose X amount, right? And that's it. So you guys that are just starting, that take a lot of losses, same thing. I'm going to lose X amount. I'm going to lose so many trades. I'm going to lose, you know, for me, it's big blinds. You're still doing the same thing. Why? Because you're managing your risk, essentially. So if you're only going to lose so many trades in a row, walk away after that. If you're only going to lose so much money, walk away after that. And at least that's going to get you further. You know, if you're doing evals, at least it's going to get you further with one eval. You can't blow, you know, your risk should never be, I'm going to blow a whole eval today, unless that's your risk. Maybe it is. Maybe you're buying evals and, you know, that's your risk margin, which is fine too. I can't tell any of you what your risk should or shouldn't be. That's very personal as to how much money you can risk or how much whatever, right? But just make sure you're never over risking. Make sure that when you lose, that you walk away, whatever your rule set is, and continue on. I mean, if nothing else, you're building discipline in that way. Once you start winning, that's going to mean a ton to you in how you trade. And the reason for that is you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. And a lot of people have good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. And one bad day erases it all. Don't be that person. Try everything you can, even if you're just learning, to walk away at whatever loss limit you have. That's going to help you a ton when you get here and you start doing well, because you've already programmed that in your head. It's easy. And a lot of people don't get it because a lot of people came in and started by winning. And I'm not going to tell you that that's good or bad, but there's a lot of people, they're super lucky. They came in, they started trading, they win, and all of a sudden everybody's like, oh my gosh, they're winners and they're doing all these things. But what people don't realize is you have to have the losses to manage the losses, to be disciplined with the losses. And these guys just come in and win. Well, they've never learned that. And I'm not trying to take anything from them, but when you don't learn that, now when the losses come around, because they will, they're always going to, guys. You know, everybody that loses all the time now thinks this is the worst thing in the world. But you don't realize that all the people that are winning all the time and never took those losses, they're going to have their day as well, sadly. And when they start losing, they'll probably lose everything that they ever won, plus tons and tons and tons more. Why? Because they just don't think they can lose, and they've never got to that spot. So starting out losing isn't the worst thing, right? Does it suck? Yes. Not gonna tell you it doesn't suck. Doesn't feel like you're getting beat down, whatever. But you're learning along the way. So you're learning how to accept those losses, and you're learning how to manage those losses rather than letting it completely ruin you, right? So stick to a rule set. Make sure you only take X amount of losses. So when you are winning, you don't blow everything on one day of losses, right? That's where trading is different. I lose on an entry. The moment I walk away, it moves perfectly. Yeah. And that could be. And the whole thing is, yeah, I mean, the whole thing is just like I'm saying, just put your losses at at an area, and if nothing else, you're learning to lose. I know I know that doesn't sound great right now. I realize that's not probably what you want to hear at all, and I don't blame you. But at the same time, when it comes around and you start winning, right? This area, this time that you've went through and you've now been disciplined through the losses and make sure that you just don't blow everything up all the time, taught you a great lesson to keep all the winnings that you're going to have in the future, right? I think I know. Yeah, I know. And eventually it's going to click and it's going to turn around. I really believe it is, Werner. I realize I keep saying it, and I know you're probably getting sick of hearing it, and I don't blame you for 4 years of losing. I think that's not, it is. It is.
It's 4 years of learning, it's not 4 years of losing. A big difference.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. All that.
But it really does. You know, I've been fortunate. I've only been really at it for about 2 years. But again, like I said, it's been a long 2 years. But again, I expect it to be at least another 2 years before I actually even start turning a profit. It's hard to keep the spirits up whenever you keep fucking banging your head against a brick wall, paying for an evaluation every month.
Yep.
But like you said, reality, the one good thing about not having much money, I make my evaluation stretch for the entire month. I only take 1 to 2 micros on every trade, and I have avoided going full tilt for the last couple of months. So I'm able to make my $35 last me an entire month off trading. So I mean, I haven't passed yet, but again, surviving to the end of the month without having to pay for a reset, to me, that's a win.
Yep, exactly. And that's the whole thing too. And again, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but you just every inch forward you have to take is something great. A lot of people don't realize that either. Like you blow, let's just say you blow your evals every month, right? And that's how people look at it. Okay, well you blow your evals every month. So I suck because I blow my evals every month. But did you blow your evals, you know, when you first started? When did you blow your evals? First day? First week? Right?
Yeah.
And now are you keeping your evals for 3 weeks? Or are you keeping your evals for 4 weeks? All this is accomplishment. And I know it doesn't sound like much, but at the end of the day, it is. You're moving your way up into that break even spot. And that's eventually you get there to where it's break even. And then you think, man, I'm break even, but I'm not making anything. And that's the last hurdle. But going from losing to break even, you know, that's what you move to progressively moving up. And then eventually you'll just be at that break even stage to where every trade you're losing and you're winning. You know, you lose this trade, you win this trade, you lose this trade, you win that trade, and you can't quite get over that break even hump. And eventually you get over that. And now it's all about managing your losses there. I mean, that's what will be the most important, is managing your losses once you get there.
Yeah, definitely. You watching gold? See on the 1 hour, there's a lot of shorts coming in now because we've had all-time high.
Yep, because the highs, they expect that this is broke out and come back down. You already know. You're on the break even hump, man of the woods. Yeah. Yep, and it's a tough hump. I mean, your first goal is trying to get out of the losing stage, and that's a tough hump, and that's super demoralizing if nothing else, right? But then you get to that break even, and it's like just when you thought you were there, now you just can't get there. You feel like you got everything, and you just can't get over that, and that seems at that time like the worst there is. But again, that doesn't always seem that way, right? Yep, man of the woods, exactly. And the biggest thing is not taking your losses, right? You got to be super careful about your losses. That's why I say things like you start managing your losses somehow, limiting your losses, things of that nature, because that's usually the ultimate, thing to get you over that hump, because a lot of times, a lot of things come into play like we're just talking about. You have winning day, and then one bad trading day wipes it all out, or worse, depending on your discipline and where you're at in the game. That's essentially what normally kills everything. So rate of losing the eval is determined by the size I trade. If I trade 1 micro, it'll take a while. If I trade a mini, it'll just be quicker. Yeah.
But you have to pay for more evals the quicker you blow them. That's why I like to try my eval last. Again, like you said, it takes forever with the monies, but I would rather keep my account and have tiny amounts on and just blow everything. Because I did everything with the monies. You know this yourself, Warner. I started out on the 1 minute with the money. So.
All right, man of the woods. See you tomorrow, man. Have a good one. Cheers. Yeah, Jashim, that makes a lot of sense. I just read through everything you got there. That makes sense.
Oh, the sharks are
don't really matter unless you use it on the high frame. Yeah. Yeah, that short's coming down. Like I said, what a wick. Was that the flip? Oh, I don't think we ever had a flip on the 4, did we? I think that might have been the flip on the 4 too.
Yeah, it was a flip on the 4.
Yeah.
It was.
With that, we're right back in this range, guys. You can try to trade this range below, trade this range above, whichever way you want to look at it here. I think I am going to shut it down. My voice sounds like there's not a lot left. Anybody got any other questions? Anything before we...
Thank you, Brian.
Yep, absolutely, Paul. Anybody got anything before I get out of here, guys? We'll be back tomorrow morning.
I'm just surprised that Sierra is so good.
Yeah, it is. It's a good platform, Shane. Cheers, Werner. Maybe I don't know. You've showed up to a lot of streams, Werner, so I don't know. I know that we try to do, it feels like people see more and more the more they spend time here and start seeing stuff, but, I don't want to waste a lot of your time either, Werner, and anything else, but, it really does. We try to go through this stuff as much as we can, and I try to show people how I'm looking at how it moves and what I expect and where orders are coming in. And it seems like, most people start catching on over time, but it's not a quick process, sadly. I wish it was. I know, Werner, but I always think that it's just when, once it clicks, right? Like, eventually you'll see something that makes sense to you. How long will that take? I don't know. But eventually you'll be sitting here and you'll be looking and we'll be talking and you'll see something. You'll be like, that makes sense to me. I really believe that'll happen. How much time will it take? I don't know. I don't think you can put a time on it. That's the problem, right? But
yeah.
I truly believe there'll be something that just clicks and you're like, I get it. Look at that move down. Close below that 0.5, wick up, flip, and wick back down. Not bad, guys.
Yeah.
Not sure I would have been on it, but yeah.
No, it's too much even for me, reality.
Yeah.
It's definitely too much for you.
All right, guys. Have a
good evening.
Have a great rest of your day. I'll be back for the algo to call that in the live for anybody that is there. Other than that, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, guys, stay consistent out there.
Cheers, guys.
Let's begin. Y'all move pieces random, I calculate precise. While you chase quick profits, I'm strategizing twice, 10 steps ahead. Your basic moves I can predict. This ain't no simple game, my method's scientific. Rapid calculations, market oscillations. You stuck on one move plans, I'm seeing combinations. Bank account elevation through smart navigation. While y'all keep hesitating, I'm accumulating. Check and mate, don't hate, this ain't debate. You move too late, I already sealed your fate. My mind's a supercomputer processing gains, while y'all still confused by simple price change. Learn, trade, win, that's the mission. Learn, trade, win, no competition. Learn, trade, win, stay committed. Learn, trade, win, get it. Pawns advance strategic, every move methodic. While y'all play checkers, I'm out here encyclopedic. Quick with the statistics, flowing algorithmic. Brain automatic, profit systematic. Fuck what you heard about fast cash and luck. I studied patterns till my vision got stuck. Now every chart I see reveals the truth. Market manipulation can't shake my groove. Queen takes bishop but controls the field. Knowledge is power, that's my strongest shield. Call me grandmaster of this trading floor, while y'all still learning what the game is for. Patience in motion, strategic devotion. Watch and learn, feel the burn. Learn, trade, win. Accelerate the pace, leave no trace. Your simple strategies I'll straight replace with complex calculations, market domination, pure dedication, no hesitation. Been in the lab while y'all been sleeping, studied the craft while y'all been creeping. Now watch me demonstrate perpetual check while your account balance hits the deck. Learn, trade, win, that's the mission. Learn, trade, win, competition. Learn, trade, win, stay committed. Learn, trade, win, that's the system. Checkmate, game over. Level up, game over. Learn, trade. Started from the bottom with a phone in my hand. Everybody laughed when I said I had a plan. Small account vibes, but my mindset was grand. Now them same folks wanna know where I stand. Been up since 5, studying every line. While they waste time, I'm reading every sign. First few trades hit me like a brick wall, but I ain't give up, now I learn from every fall. You're wasting time, that's what my daddy said. Get a real job, man, that mess with my head. But I kept pushing, kept my focus tight. Now my account growing, future looking bright. Ay, learn, trade, win, that's my daily grind. Been patient with it, now it's my time. My time. They sleep on me now, but they gonna learn. Learn, baby. Watch me turn these charts into what I earn. Learn, trade, win, that's the only way. Learn, trade, win, getting better every day. Red candles had me doubting everything. Green days came slow like a broken wing. But I studied hard, yeah, I paid my dues. Now I'm teaching others how to read the clues. Remember crying when I blew my first stack, but that loss taught me how to bounce back. Now I'm in my zone, reading every trend, making moves that got my whole crew fed. You thought I was crazy, glued to these screens. Now look who's winning, living out these dreams. This ain't luck, baby, this is pure skill. Years of grinding up this market hill. They said I couldn't make it, said I should quit trading. Now look who's calculating, while they stay hating. Hey. every day. Learn, trade, win, that's my daily grind. Been patient with it, now it's my time. Watch and learn. I stay quiet while they loud. Keep it cool in the crowd. Watching charts day and night. Taking notes, got my lane. They wonder how I made it, but I know what it takes. Keep studying the patterns while everybody breaks. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent moves make loud money. Lost it all back in May. Learn my rules, found my way. No emotions when I trade. Calculate every play. Check the trends, read the signs, take my time. They wonder how I made it, but I know what it takes. Keep studying the patterns while everybody breaks. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent moves make loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Started from zero, now I'm up. Studied the game, built it up. Losses taught me what I know. Now I move smart, watch it grow in my zone. Trust on screen, everything moving clean. No distractions, clear mind. Perfect timing, by design. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent money. Yeah. Watch and learn. Silent moves, that's how we do it.
You fuck that weak shit. I stay focused while they all quit. Let's go.
All day I grind, screen in my face. Numbers align, set my own pace. Fuck what they say, I got my way. Most walk away, but I'm gon' stay. Quick with the clicks, mindful of tricks. Ain't no luck shit, pure analytics. Watch how I move, call it precise. Ready to prove, bid it their price. Wait and strike, do it right. Learn the game, stack the game. Patient hunt, front to front. This my time, watch me climb. Fuck all the noise, clear out my head. Make the right choice, stack up this bread. Quick on the draw, but timing is key. Study the law of supply, yeah. D, charts tell the truth, data don't lie. Here's the proof, watch profits fly. Discipline tight, mind in the zone, do this shit right, I'm on thrive.
Down, take a breath, every L just shows the test. Build it up, break it down, analyze without the stress. Then
back in attack, flow like a pro. Stay on the track, watch numbers grow. Cut through the shit, trust what I know. Win bit by bit, put on a show. Every move planned, nothing by chance. Take my stance, seize my advance. Quick with the wits, sharp as a blade, making hits. Getting paid, getting paid. Bring, 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 bring.
charts on my screen, mind in the zone, studying patterns while I'm all alone. Fuck all the bullshit, this ain't no game. When I hit that trade, watch the profit rain. Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Quick with the clicks, analysis tight. Market's moving, but I time it right. See that signal, I don't hesitate. Years of losses taught me how to navigate. Finger on the trigger, heart beating fast. Each trade I take, built from lessons past. Fucking with precision, watch how I flow. Red to green, baby, that's how we go. Charts telling stories, I read them clear. While amateurs panic, I persevere. Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Community strong, we share what we know. Each trade we take helps the other one grow. Fuck the FOMO, we stay calculated. Patient assassins, highly rated. Break down resistance, support won't bend. Technical masteries where we transcend. Keep it controlled, no emotional trades. That's how the real fucking money gets made. Discord buzzing, knowledge flowing free. Real-time updates from LTW family. Chart patterns forming, we spot them quick. Experience taught us which ones to pick. Slow it down, let me tell you something clear. Every loss I took brought me right here. Built my strategy through blood and tears. Now I execute without any fears. Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Time to accelerate, watch how I close. Each trade I take, peeling verbose. Rapid execution, precision sharp. Like a fucking sniper in the dark. No hesitation when I see the sign. Years of practice got my skills refined. Community, backing every move I make. That's why this shit isn't cards till they knew my name. This ain't luck, this is pure damn skill. Watch how we fucking climb up this hill. Learn, trade, motherfucking win. That's the mindset that we're always in. Discord army, we don't ever quit. Making history with every hit.